Hey everyone, Scottish Warrior 92 here. Sorry for the delay on this video. I was planning on making it yesterday, but I had an assessment today and I needed to sit down and study for that. So sorry about the delay. This is going to talk about the latest news from the Mass Effect Twitter, Casey Hudson's Twitter, and the Mass Effect Facebook page. And that news is that Mass Effect 3 will have multiplayer. Now, when I first heard about this, I actually heard it from GameStop first. I was just watching one of their updates and they says that Mass Effect 3 was going to have multiplayer. And I was like, huh? You gotta be shitting me, right? Now, I was not expecting this, I can be perfectly honest. Because I'm 100% I heard this right. Casey Hudson and every other BioWare rep that has been at Gamescom, Comic Con, even E3, all stated that Mass Effect 3 will be single player and will focus on the story of Shepard. Now, from what I've heard from Casey Hudson's Twitter, it's not going to be a full multiplayer game. There's not going to be any team deathmatch by the sounds of it. There's not going to be any capture the Krogan, fucking blow the Reaper, sabotage. There's not going to be any of that, apparently. That's what it sounds like to me, but I will be watching BioWare TV live on Wednesday Eastern Standard Time, 10 AM. I'm not sure what time that is here. I'll have to double check that. But I will be watching it because they are going to show us what the multiplayer is going to be, apparently. Now, when I first heard about this news, I'll actually tell you exactly what I thought. I was pissed. And I'm kind of glad I calmed down and let myself think into it and went studying, because I know I've had a full day to think about it. It's not, apparently Casey Hudson has stated on his Twitter, I did wait a wee bit longer, luckily enough, and he says it's not going to take away from the single player experience, so that's a good thing. Apparently, by the looks of it, it's actually only this is my interpretation of some of the sounds. It sounds like he's saying that it's going to only be selected missions from the campaign that will be, sorry, the story mode, campaign, whatever, will be, select missions from there will be multiplayer. Now, I personally will not be using the multiplayer if I can help it. I may give it a test with some of my friends. I may give it a test, but I played Mass Effect 1, a single player game, and the Mass Effect games to me will always be single player. I don't really want to play a multiplayer Mass Effect game until after Mass Effect 3. I've always said that, but what I originally thought this was going to be, I was going like, well, the only way I can see this working is if they did like something like Gears of War and made a separate campaign, a multiplayer campaign where basically maybe instead of playing as Shepard, you play as a group of people or a group of Marines or even a group of just random assortment of Sari. It's just maybe a group of 4 that you get to choose the species. Maybe one's an Asari, one's a human, one's a Krogan, one's a Turian, something along those lines, and you play as them as a unit, and you're on Earth fighting the Resistance. You're part of the Resistance against the Reapers, if you will. That's honestly the first thing that came to my mind when I first heard about this. And I really don't want to judge it just yet. I don't judge a game until I've played it, or at least I've seen an example of it. So I will do a reaction to the BioWare TV when they do have it up. I'll try my best to watch it live, but as I say, as I'm in Scotland and the time difference sometimes kills me, by the way. So I'm a little bit peeved, but at the same time, I knew this was inevitable. I knew that eventually they would make a Mass Effect game that would be multiplayer. Hopefully not hopefully not an MMO Mass Effect game. But I never actually thought that they would make Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. That they would kind of give in to EA, because I know EA. Every EA game I've played before Mass Effect and all that, before BioWare went to EA, was primarily like football and all the football games and all that. I'd never really played any of the other games. Well, I probably have. I just back then I wasn't too focused on the publishers. But for some strange reason, I feel like it's EA that's been pushing BioWare. But honestly, I trust BioWare. So far, they haven't let me down with any of their games, except for Dragon Age 2 ending. I was a bit disappointed with that. But otherwise, they haven't let me down so far, and I'm hoping they won't let me down with this multiplayer. Hopefully, it's not like have multiple shepherds walking around, because that'll be a mindfuck. That'll be what the fuck is going on. But at the same time, I don't really want, like, I play as Commander Shepard and my pal plays as Tally, because then it takes away from the experience for them playing Mass Effect and making all the decisions. Like I've got Grunt over there, Liara over there. One of my mates plays as Rex. Grunt, sorry, one of my pals plays as Liara, and I'm playing Shep, and I'm making all the decisions. I honestly don't think that'll work. I don't know. I honestly have no idea. I've got theories, I've got speculations, but as I'm going to say, I'm not going to judge it until I see some examples of it, and hopefully it won't be just BioWare giving into the norm, if you will, because as we all know, the multiplayer market is primarily dominated by games like Call of Duty and Gears of War. Now, don't get me wrong, I actually prefer Gears of War over Call of Duty. I'll be perfectly honest. I may do a video on what I think of Call of Duty, but I would probably get so much hate off that I may break into tears. I'll do it anyway. But overall, I'm not going to judge it until I see it, and I've played it. So we'll wait and see what happens. All I can say is, I hope they haven't given in to what a lot of these game developers try and do with a single player game, and they try and market it as a multiplayer game. And like they add, I don't want team deathmatch in Mass Effect. I don't want capture the Krogan. I don't want freaking assassinate the fucking Turian. I don't want games like that. I will be playing Mass Effect as a single player game, and I'll wait and see what the multiplayer is before I even think about what I'm going to do in the multiplayer. So let me know what the clan thinks as well. What do you think of the multiplayer in Mass Effect 3? And excuse me. What do you think of the idea for multiplayer for Mass Effect 3? And I'll give you my reaction when I see some footage of it. But overall, let me know what the clan thinks. I'm Scottish Warrior 92. As always, please don't hesitate to, if you like this video, to click the like button. If you didn't, click the dislike button. And as always, I'll see you all later. If you haven't already, please don't hesitate to join the clan today and click the subscribe button above my head. I'll see you all later.